It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
All right, this next question is from JL. Oh, this is a good one. This is a hard one, a good one. Help, BNB. Some groups in my company have had layoffs. I'm unsure if or when it will reach my team. How should I adjust for job uncertainty? I'm 35 years old. I currently have a 5-month emergency fund. I'm saving 25% in my Roth and my HSA, and I'm also sending 10% extra to my mortgage. I'm going to give you all those numbers again so you have them. I'm 35 years old. I've got a 5-month emergency fund. I'm saving 25% into my Roth and my HSA, and I'm also saving an extra 10% to my mortgage. I'm nervous about my job. I'm nervous that there's going to be layoffs. I'm nervous that it's not locked in. From a financial planning perspective, what are some things I can be thinking through? What are some things I can be like preparing for if that were to come to pass?
JL, I love the fact that you're thinking, you're pre-planning.
That's right.
I mean, you're not reacting, because that's the biggest financial mistake people make too, is that they just go through life as just passive players in their financial decision making. No, go out there and figure out, this is what financial planning is that you're trying to plan for whatever may come your way so you come out in the best version of yourself after it's all done. And I think that this is a true valid thing that all people need to be aware of. I think I've shared, or you guys have heard me share, my father got laid off in his mid-40s, and it rocked our world, or at least I should say it rocked my parents' world as a child or a teenager. I actually thought it was the greatest thing in the world because Dad was around so much more. Yeah. But I can kind of remember what it was like to go through a dramatic change where income's down, you're worried about where things are going. And here's some key things I noted when you were giving me data points there. 5 months emergency reserves. First of all, kudos for having the emergency reserves, which is step 4 of the financial order of operations. I would ask you to take it one step further, though. I want you to go do a career analysis and really ask yourself, okay, how in jeopardy am I financially? Meaning that, is my career one of those things I can quickly go replace it probably in 2 months or a month and a half? Yeah, because I can go interview. I know there's constantly recruiters calling me. I know that my job is in high demand. 5 months might be more than enough. But if you go and do this career spot check on yourself and you say, man, it's actually looking like it might take me 7, 10, even up to a year to find a new job.
Specialized in what I do.
I want you to expand out those cash reserves after you do your career assessment. And you're probably saying, well, how do I do that? Where is the extra money going to come from? When I heard you explaining your savings rates, the Roths and all that stuff, that got me excited. And then there was one, I was like, ooh, that money's illiquid once it's in there. And that's that prepaying your mortgage early. JL, you know where I'm going with this. You're 35 years of age. I don't love seeing people prepay that super low mortgage rate before you're over 45, because every dollar is so valuable if you were investing it. I think you'll also find every dollar is going to be so valuable when you're facing uncertainty. So, if you're trying to figure out where you need to come up with that extra money, it's definitely going to come from that 10% extra mortgage payment. And then, look, I would encourage you, after you make it through this short-term storm with your career and your concerns, you're going to land in a better job, or you're going to be comfortable in your current job, and you'll navigate and go, what was I worried about? And you're going to have to figure out, what do I do with that 10% that I was sending to the mortgage? I want you to make sure you understand what's going on with the financial order of operations. Really look at this. You can go the free version, moneyguy.com/resources. If you really want to do a deep dive and really fine tune this to how it works in your life, go to learn.moneyguy.com, and we actually have a course that will speed up that process even more.
Yeah, I think we often forget that, personal finance, there's a lot of math to it, and there's some science, but there's some art to it, right? There are a lot of times that life circumstances cause us to do things for a period. One of those things is when there are uncertain times, it's okay to be a little flush on cash. It's okay to be a little flush on liquidity. In your example, it may be losing your job, but perhaps you're going to take a job and move to a different part of the country or to a different state or to a different location. Maybe you're growing your family and you're going to have a baby, or maybe you're getting married and you have unknown future expense. It's okay for the time being to build up cash, to give yourself liquidity and freedom, because exactly what Brian said. If you end up not needing it, that's great. Then you just kind of dump it back, follow the food, dump it back in. It's okay to do that for a period to make sure that you are on financial footing. Most folks don't ever go through an emergency and say, man, I just had too much cash for that emergency.
Yeah.
They normally say, man, I'm so glad that I had that peace of mind. I'm so glad that I had that safety net. So JL, I hope you don't lose your job. I hope that it goes great. I hope that things turn around and you have some security there.